Gender-based violence and sexual violence have been a growing issue in the country, with over 44% of ever-patterned women experiencing intimate partner violence. However, there is a lack of awareness among the general population, but more specifically, the visually impaired. Today, the Gender and Child Affairs Division, under the Office of the Prime Minister, hosted the National Strategic Action Plan Braille Handover at the Central Administrative Services Tobago, which was centered on spreading awareness among visually impaired persons. Reporter Tanisha Williams tells us more.
Ayanna Webster-Roy, Minister in the Office of the Prime Minister with responsibility for gender and child affairs, discussed inclusivity for all citizens, including the visually impaired.
Today's handover ceremony is especially thrilling because of the specific group this publication aims to assist. Today, we are advancing with the second phase of government's commitment to promoting inclusivity and empowerment of every citizen in our nation.
Webster-Roy stated that the NSAP is centered on gender-based violence and sexual violence and said that this implementation is all about collaboration and persons standing together to combat these types of violence.
If we truly want to reclaim our space from those persons who are bent on promoting violence and crime as a norm, then we have to stand together.
Webster-Roy shared that for the NSAP to work, citizens must embrace it collectively. She said it has nothing to do with the government of the day, but about everyone getting involved to ensure its successful implementation.
For the NSAP to realize its fullest potential, we must embrace it individually and collectively.
She said that there are many disabled persons in TNT and that these persons are more vulnerable to these types of violence in the country.
Unfortunately, children and adults with disabilities experience higher rates of violence, including child abuse, gender-based violence, and sexual violence.
She said that the purpose of the NSAP is to end these types of violence, but this cannot be done without including all members of society, including the visually impaired, in decision-making such as those to end them. Webster-Roy wants to thank everyone who contributed to implementing this initiative and ensured inclusion was in every aspect of the policy. Tanisha Williams, Tobago Updates Television News.